We also have a warning now from Home Depot to the warning customers that some of its prices are going up, some of its deals may be going away. Lara's got that story.
I do. DIYers will have to dig a little deeper as America's largest home improvement retailer does plan to raise prices. One of the big factors is the tariff situation. Almost half of Home Depot's inventory comes from overseas, and the cost from tariffs on imported products will unfortunately be passed on to consumers. The CEO of Home Depot also warning they will have to cut promotions on things like outdoor grills, patio sets, gardening products due to what he calls general economic uncertainty.
You're walking through Home Depot thinking you're paying clearance prices, but here's the truth. Some items can secretly ring up at just 1 cent: faucets, bulbs, brackets, you name it. And the signs won't tell you, only the barcode scan will. That means the guy next to you might walk away paying $90, while you could have walked away almost free. What would you rather be, the average shopper, or the shopper running tactical recon with each scan? Stay with this, because I'll show you the exact signs and codes you need to watch for.
The announcement comes as Home Depot reported lower than expected earnings on Tuesday, saying customers are putting projects on hold. Also, stubborn mortgage rates are not helping, and lower home sales also affecting the company's bottom line.
As customers use their stimulus checks, keeping demand for home improvement products resilient. Still, that was less than Home Depot's 31% increase. Lowe's posted a huge sales gain Wednesday, but not big enough to match that of arch-rival Home Depot. The home improvement retailer's quarterly same-store sales jumped nearly 26%.
Quick favor before we move on. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 92% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So did you subscribe already? Great, thank you so much for your support. Now back to the video.
Results signal that Lowe's was slipping further behind. It had outpaced Home Depot last year amid the health crisis, when its core base of do-it-yourself customers bought tools, paint, and building materials to work on their home. Lowe's total sales grew 24% in the latest quarter, but it foresees that falling 4% in fiscal 2021. Lowe's shares declined in early trading Wednesday, cutting into their 65% gain over the last year. Home Depot, by comparison, gets a bigger chunk of its revenue from high-spending builders and handymen. But now, as business restrictions ease, those professionals facing project backlogs return to Home Depot.
Some people think clearance price tags are the last line of defense on your wallet, but they aren't. That red sticker with the slash mark looks like the finish line, but it's only the first layer. Hidden in the small print of those tags is a coded system, a language the store uses every single day, but almost no shopper bothers to learn. And once you can read it, you stop walking blind. You start moving with purpose. Take a moment to picture the shelf tag. Most see the bold number and maybe the word clearance in the corner. But near the end of the price string, 2 or 3 digits sit almost unnoticed.
Some stores out there like Walmart is now warning prices could go up because of tariffs. Home Depot says that's probably not going to happen at its stores. So the Atlanta-based company is sticking with its full-year sales forecast. Home Depot expects its sales to grow by 2.8% this year. At Home Depot, the executive there told CNBC that most of their products come from the United States, so tariffs are not a big issue. The company also warned, or actually worked, to reduce how much it imports from China.
Those digits aren't random. They're markers. They track whether the price is locked, whether it will fall again, or whether it's already hit rock bottom. Think of them like radio chatter in the middle of a fight, unintelligible to most, but crystal clear to the one who speaks the code. Here's where control shifts. A label ending in 006 is not the victory you think it is. It means that the price is set for another change. In other words, stand by for another strike. It's the store's way of flagging that the current markdown is temporary, scheduled to adjust further. If you see 003, that's different.
Well, Metro Atlanta-based Home Depot is making a multi-billion-dollar move. The retailer announced Monday it's buying the building supply distributor GMS. The deal is worth about $4.3 billion. Home Depot says the deal will help grow its business among roofers, electricians, and other professionals. The purchase will be made through Home Depot's subsidiary SRS Distribution and is expected to close early next year.
That's the terminal code. It tells you the shelling has ended. This is the final blast. No more cuts, no more waiting games. Let's apply it. Imagine a cordless drill sitting at $59.006. Shoppers grab it and roll on, satisfied with $30 off. But if you've read the code, you know better. That price could melt to $39 or even lower in just days. Which means patience is not just a virtue here, it's a weapon. Every week you wait could be a saved bill in your pocket. That's the split. The average customer sees a sticker and pulls the trigger. The tactical customer reads the fine digits and treats them like encrypted orders. Same aisle. Same product. Two paths. One pays more, one pays less. The only divide is awareness. And today, your phone turns into a recon drone. Scan the barcode with the Home Depot app and you pull data off the grid that the printed tag refuses to share. Sometimes that scan shows a penny deal, an item reduced to literal cents but never marked as such on the actual shelf. You won't find a giant red banner pointing it out, only the scan reveals it. It feels a lot like breaking into enemy comms during a chaotic firefight. Around you, chaos. Noise. Distracted people pushing carts, grabbing items without thought. But in your hand, inside the scan results, there's a private channel. Clear instructions. Go now, wait longer. Move fast before supply vanishes. Survival in that environment isn't about who yells louder, it's about who listens closer. So the question becomes not what you see, but how long you're willing to hold your fire. Wait on a 006, and you're positioned to shave $30, $40 in one move. Multiply that by a handful of purchases across the year and you've just carved out hundreds without sacrifice, simply by letting the codes dictate timing. Patience here isn't passive, it's precise. Understand this, the store prints its own battlefield map right in front of you. The numbers on those tags aren't decoration, they're instructions hidden in plain sight. You don't need an insider to feed them to you. You don't need clearance from command. All you have to do is read. Once you do, you're no longer reacting to whatever scraps the display offers. You're choosing when to strike, on your terms, at your moment. But price codes are only one part of the strategy. The other variable doesn't hang on the shelf at all. It ticks forward day by day, shaping the odds of victory in ways most shoppers never account for. The next weapon in your arsenal is not ink on paper tags. It's the calendar itself, and knowing when to buy unlocks an entirely different layer of control. Home Depot isn't just a store. It's a contested zone where every aisle is terrain, every price tag is a signal, and every move costs or saves you. Walk in blind and you bleed money. Walk in trained and you dictate the fight. If you want to plan each purchase like a strike instead of a gamble, subscribe now. This is how you shift from average shopper to field commander. Without recon, every trip is an ambush waiting to happen. Subscribe and join a community that refuses to surrender hard-earned cash without a fight.